So I have a Reddit post that I would like to know your opinion on. I've read the first, so on Reddit, if you don't know, you have a title and then it kind of goes into more depth. So I've read the title. I'm like, So it's, am I the arsehole for wanting to charge my family members for illustration services? So my sister-in-law messages me about her godchild's birthday coming up. She wants me to do an illustration for her post on Facebook. I've been there to go for a small photo editing project ever since I agreed to do their wedding photos for them free of charge, of course. Also, don't add of course onto that. No. I felt like it isn't fair that they keep asking me to do things every month or so because I don't ask them for any favours. They fall through if I ever ask them to do something. They say all the things I help them with is great for exposure, but they're not influencers or anything, but they do post about it on Facebook a lot. So this time I thought about it. It's hard for me to stand up for myself, so I took some thought and said, okay, I'll do it, but I have to charge you this time, thinking that was a reasonable way to say it.
Yeah.
But it maybe seemed a bit harsher than expected. She was shocked, but in all seriousness told me she's got lots of Monopoly money to spare. She made me think she doesn't appreciate or value the things I do. Adobe subscriptions are not cheap. Oh, so it sounds like she says, oh, I haven't got any Monopoly money, as if like
money the money that trees sort of thing.
So the money that she wants is Monopoly money. Like it's, I don't know. She used this to accuse me of only caring about money, and she sent me a breakdown of all the nice things she did for me free of charge. I was confused. It was spinning out of control, so I've since apologised. It's not my intention to make it a family-destroying issue, but it was just a boundary issue. I did not get an apology back, but at least now they're not asking me to do favours. It's a bit cold, though, as they're not nice to me as they normally are, and I didn't think it would have blown up like this. I just want to know if the way I handled it, am I the arsehole? What should I have done differently, and what should I do about the cold shoulder now?
Right. First thing I'm going to say, if she was an accountant and they had 2 businesses and every month they said, can you do our accounting for us? Would they expect her to do that if she was doing it full time? Would they expect her to do that for free?
No.
Well, and if they did, they are definitely the arsehole.
No, and it's like plumbers as well. It's like you wouldn't ask if someone's a plumber to be like, who's the family member. It wouldn't be like, oh, will you come and plumb my bathroom in, but I'm not going to pay. Like, that's it. Like, it's, I feel like art and illustration is seen as this like hobby thing. So it's like, oh, yeah, but you just, like, it's even going a little bit off topic, but it's even now, like, I'll have strangers come into my inbox being like, oh, I'd love an illustration of me and my dog or something. And I'd be like, oh, it's this much. Oh, you charge? It's like
shocking. It's like, well, you enjoy it and it's fun work, so therefore it's not work.
Yeah.
Like, people don't see creative jobs as work, and that just shows it. And that's so awful. And the thing is, she was nice about it. She laid down her boundaries, and they didn't respect her boundaries, so I would cut them off.
Yeah.
Or try. Obviously, sometimes it's not as simple as that with families, but if they're being so disrespectful about her boundaries, then they don't deserve her time. No. That's really upset me. That's horrible.
I know. And I think as well, it's kind of like you try and help people out and help family, because there's certain stuff that I've done for free for family members and stuff. Oh, me
too, yeah.
But then I've also got other family members that are like, oh no, don't take any money off it. Like, I want to pay you the full amount because I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
But I've had other family members that are like, oh, but can I have friends and family discount? And it depends. Like, it's all about me being in control, because I'm the person giving. I should be the person who's in control of how much
100%.
So if I say to a family member, oh, what do you feel about this, me doing this illustration for you? You don't have to charge, of course. Like, I'm not going to charge you. They'd be like, all right, but if they came to me and was like, oh, I want you to do this illustration, I want you to do it for free, that's where it's different, because I'm not in control of it.
I think that's exactly the same for clients as well, because you're the one that's doing the work, you're the one that should be laying down the boundaries.
Exactly.
So, like, if she'd gone to them and said, I want to do this for free for you, fair enough. But she's turned around and said, look, I am going to have to charge because it takes a long time, or blah, 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 whatever. she's laid down her boundaries. If they're not happy with her boundaries, they could have easily turned around and said, okay, you don't have to do it then. We don't want to pay, but we're not going to ask you to do it, which is still a bit shitty.
Yeah, but still, you just like, all right, okay,
yeah.
I understand that you want to be paid, but I'm not in a position to have that money right now. Or,
yeah.
oh, maybe we could even set up a payment plan or some, do you know what I mean? Something.
Yeah.
Or if they turn around and there's like, oh, well, because it sounds like they don't really do anything for the illustrator. So if there was like, oh, well, instead of like monetary things, because I've done that, I've been like, right, well, I'll do this illustration for you, and then you, next time I see you, get me tea. Do you know what I mean? Or something like that. So it's not necessarily paying cash.
Yeah.
But like, that's it. But if she's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to charge for this, and they're not happy with it, there's so many other ways that, like I said, they could have gone about it. They could have said, oh, well, do you want to do a trade? Do you want to do this? We'll do this for you. We'll do that. Or, oh, we'll set up a payment plan. Or even just go, oh, what? I'm a little bit shocked because, or not a little bit shocked, but just be like, oh, I thought you would do it for free because you've done everything else for free, but I completely understand that you now want to charge. That's fine. Like, let's leave it, or something like that. But it's the fact that they've like brought up everything that they've done, and it's the fact that, oh, but in all seriousness, told me that she's got lots of Monopoly money to spare.
I feel like that's very manipulative.
That is.
And the fact that they're giving her the cold shoulder now is so out of order.
That's equating illustrations being equal to Monopoly money as well, to me personally.
Yeah, it's not worth anything.
Yeah,
that's basically what she's saying. Well, if it's not worth anything and you want to put it on Facebook or whatever, you do it yourself. And if she can't do it, then that just shows that it is worth money.
Well, yeah, and I can't imagine it like obviously we don't know. I can't really imagine her charging a lot, because
that's
if she's already uncomfortable like charging, she wouldn't charge a lot. But yeah, so all the comments saying that she's not the arsehole. I don't think she's the arsehole, do you?
Thank God. I do not. Definitely not.
Someone's put, fuck the starving artist, I'll give you exposure bullshit. You are providing a service / goods, and you deserve more goddamn money. Mm-hmm. Also, if you were in any other industry, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have a look, see what other people are saying.
Was that the top comment?
That was the top comment, yeah. And then someone's put, and then he's put, edit, I stand corrected, it seems to happen to everybody, because someone's put that he's a computer engineer and he always gets people asking him to do stuff for free. I just think...
I can't even ever imagine asking somebody to do something for me for free.
No.
But maybe that's because I've been on the other side. No, I don't think I ever would have asked anyone to do anything for free. I'm more likely to do something for free than to ask for it, I think.
Oh, so she's put, so this is the girl. So someone's asked her saying, what are the things that they're asking to do for you? No. That isn't what that
they
says.
do for her.
She says, what are the things they were doing for you? So she's put, so she reserves a time spot for the family to go apple picking pre-COVID, but I got there in my own vehicle and paid my own entry. The other thing she mentioned was a Thanksgiving dinner, but I helped with the pies and the preparation, like cutting up vegetables and seasonings, so she just had to mix it together. Then she said that she always includes me on her errands when she's got a long day planned and she needs company because she hates driving alone at night. There's psychiatric help for when I call her to vent out about my problems, and then inviting me for barbecues with the rest of her family. That's cost of food. And now some of the things I've asked them for that made me not bother going for them for favours were yard chores. She would never do any labour of any kind. Packing away the Christmas tree as the tree irritates my skin. The taking a good photo of me. I never took these things personally because I could just do them all myself given the time. So they've commented back saying, so pretty much all of the nice things she's doing for you is including you in family activities, which it is.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, surely that would happen anyway. It should happen anyway.
It's so, like, I find family, like, obviously everybody's family is so different and so weird. And obviously, like we do have to preface this, when we are reading these Reddit stories, we are only hearing one side of the story.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that could be any different. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know how. And then someone's put, not the arsehole, please don't tell me you apologised and do it for her. Just ignore her request from now on. Don't be a doormat. And then OP's put, I apologise because I thought all the fuss she was making was proportional to how bad I messed up for trying to draw a line. It went out of control, blaming me for stuff not relevant anymore. So I suppose I got a true view of what they think of me. Now I'm upset and I apologised, but if I didn't, she'd still be screaming at me right now.
Wow.
So worry not, I didn't. I think she was expecting me to after everything, but I didn't. So to me, it sounds like, so someone's put, what? So she screams at you? She's like, yeah. So to me, it sounds like there was obviously something there before and they've used this as an excuse. Like, I don't think this is down to, I think they've been using her for what they wanted out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then now she's set her boundaries. They're like,
see ya.
So do you have any last thoughts on that? If she was sat here right now, what advice would you give her?
I would say stop doing things for free.
Mm-hmm.
Only ever do things for free if you want to. Like if you want to expand your portfolio or if you want to get in touch with, let's say, a really big brand or a big influencer, do something for them for free. Because then you know that their exposure is going to be really amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, exposure on a family member's Facebook is not... No, they could just be posting your... Yeah, they should be posting your stuff anyway, and it shouldn't have to be... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm babbling on. I don't know. I need to cut that out.
Yeah, everything you said was fine.
I think she needs to stop being a doormat, but that was me once. I took everything. I did things for free. I cried, even though it was my fault. To an extent, it was my fault. I reckon she just needs to stop doing things for free. And if anybody asks, even if it is a big brand, don't ever do it because it should always be on your terms.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It is on, that's I think that's the issue that we've got. It wasn't on her terms. Then when she did set her terms, it was like, no. And
then it's not worth it.
Ignored.
Yeah. It should always be in your best interest. If you're going to do work, it should always be in the best interest for you. Always. If it's in the best interest for somebody else and it leaves you feeling like shit, don't do it. It's not worth it.
No
matter what,
Definitely
even if you're desperate. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I think the same. Just like, I think it says a lot when you, especially with family members, it says a lot when you do set your boundaries and you do set your limits and your lines and like what you expect from people and they don't meet it. I think that speaks volumes. Because I feel like if you genuinely respected somebody, you would respect them to be like, oh, I respect your craft. But there's no respect there, personally.
No.
I don't think there is. And I think they use that as an excuse to just go mad at her from what she said. Like, because when they were having the argument about her wanting to charge for it, they then brought up things that weren't even relevant. So to me, it just seemed like they just wanted an excuse to go mad at her.
Yeah.
But 100%. Yeah, no, I think I'd give her a hug.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be all right. Like,
yeah,
we all go through stuff like this at the beginning, especially with like family members, and because it is that blurred line as well of being like, oh, I want that, but I don't want to pay for it because. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to give her a hug too and tell her it's all going to be okay. I was just like, don't do it for free. Stop being a doormat. But yeah, I'd show her some love as well, for sure.